All right, I've got just about everything done inside that I can get done inside for right now. A few little odds and ends I'm going to take care of. But right now, before I can set any of the windows, I've got to put up my insulation, and then I can put my skins on. That'll tell me the exact location of my windows. I'll cut them out. But first I gotta get the insulation on. Now these Scotties came from the factory with some very thin fiberglass insulation. Very thin. I don't really know that it did much, but it was on there. And we saw that in an earlier episode. I like to go back with this, I call it a foil bubble wrap. I don't know if that's what it really is, but that's what it feels like. It's what it looks like. So I put this up, and that gives us a much better R rating than that very thin fiberglass. And I'm going to put it up with some little 1/2-inch staples. So I'm going to get this up, and then I'll start trimming it out. Got to make sure I get all the way to the front. And then we'll just kind of trim it, make sure I'm all the way at the top. Front, top. Ooh, it's going right through. There's a good one. I just kind of ease off a little bit, I think. All right, I'm going to take my trusty carpet knife, kind of cut around here a little bit. Just kind of follow that edge. And we'll just kind of do that through the whole side of the trailer. I get my ladder out, cover it on the top, get it nice and easy on the bottom. Then I'll know where I can put my skins on, and I'll know where I can put on my windows. This is one of my favorite things to look at. I think it looks like a spaceship. I think it's super cool. You can see the way it's going to look because it's all kind of one color. It's, you know, I just think it's really cool. It took me just about a half a roll, so I should be able to get both sides done with a full roll. This is 4 feet by 25 feet, and I think I used probably almost exactly half of that on this side. And then those windows will get cut out. There's going to be a window here, a window down there, of course on the front. But we're going to move on from this insulation to some heavier insulation, and we're going to do the top of the roof and the front. So we're going to get that out of the way right now. Okay, now we're going to use this 3/4 insulation. It's got aluminum on both sides. It's 3/4 inch. It's closed cell foam. It is an R value of 5, so that's pretty good. And this is going to be reflective, so any of the heat is going to get reflected back off on either side. So this is the shinier side, and we got the other side that's a little more flat. But this is a curve right here. If you look at this, this is where our curve really kind of hits real good before we get up to the top. So this just wouldn't lay, this is not going to lay flat in here. So what I did, going back a couple episodes, I kerfed it, put the kerf in it. So now it'll slide right in here. It follows that bend. Got that one nice and tight. Every little R value helps. Now I've got a little duct tape, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of tape this down real nice. Kind of hold it in there while I'm trying to get some work done. Plus it pushes it in. We'll get the skin on here shortly. Plus it seals it off. Keep any kind of heat or cold. Try to keep it out. right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat this process for down here, and I'm going to cut out around here, take it right to there, put one in there, do the exact same thing as I did here. It's going to take a little bit of a curve, and then I'm going to put the skin up temporarily right here so I can see. This is the window. You can see from this line to this line, top to bottom, that's all window. So I'm going to have to temporarily put that skin up here and make sure that all my measurements are correct. I'll take the jigsaw, I'll cut that out, and then when I get ready to install the window, I'll put some more of this on this side and on this side, and then it'll be all window right here. That's a good thing about these Scotties. They got a great front window. Really full. Enjoy yourself while you're dining on your dinette table. So we're going to do the whole top, the whole back, skin it out. Then we're going to start installing windows and doors. And then at that point, there's not much left to do except paint. Took my handy dandy jigsaw and cut out this section, which incidentally is the exact same size as the front window. So we've got a perfect fit right there. So before we install this, I've got to put the next section up on the roof. I've got to make sure that I put all of my insulation in, and then I'll put the skin on. Then I will take some butyl tape. I'm going to lay that butyl tape right in here, nice and thick, and then I'm going to screw it in, and everything should be watertight and beautiful. Well, as I've been telling you all along, once you get the dinette put in and then you open this window up, look at how nice and airy and breezy it is. It just makes everything that much nicer. Now, I would be sitting up a little bit higher. I just haven't put the cushions in. Cushions have been made. I just didn't want to put them in right now and while I'm during construction because they're beautiful. So they'll be in. I'll be sitting up a little bit. Got our light in, got some trim done, some trim work. So I'll install that window after I get everything else finished up. Now, one thing I wanted to tell you about tables. Look, I mean, this is a beautiful table. It's a great design. I really like this atomic age design. A lot of people, they really focus on making the top beautiful. I'm one of those guys that I want you to be able to see what's under the table as well.